U.S. friends and allies in the region. The Obama administration failed to respond adequately to Tehran's malign actions, including weapons transfers, support for terrorism, and other violations of international norms. The Trump administration condemns such actions by Iran that undermine security, prosperity, and stability throughout and beyond the Middle East, and which places American lives at risk. President Trump has severely criticized the various agreements reached between Iran and the Obama administration, as well as the United Nations, as being weak and ineffective. Instead of being thankful to the United States in these agreements, Iran is now feeling emboldened. As of today, we are officially putting Iran on notice.
Strong statement. Let's bring in our experts. Phil Mudd, what did you make of that? I think it's fair to say that was at least a veiled threat.
Really? I
Yeah.
mean, I can't figure out what he's talking about. This is like a line out of the greatest movie ever, Caddyshack. Iran is now on double secret probation. You look at this, Iran has developed ballistic missiles for years, a huge ballistic missile program going back at least the 1990s. They have an engineering and scientific establishment only beaten by the Israelis in the Middle East, and they have allies, including the Russians and the Chinese. If you're going to talk like this, in the midst of the Russians acting up in Ukraine, the refugee issue we have going on, the end of potentially the Syrian civil war, the questions about NATO, if you're going to put this one on the plate, you got to go beyond saying, hey, they're on probation. What does that mean? In my judgment, it doesn't mean anything right now.
He said that this test, the 600-mile test, which ended with an explosion, was in defiance of the UN Security Council resolution 2231. And then he added, he said it was in defiance because that resolution says Iran should not undertake any activity related to ballistic missiles designed to be capable of delivering nuclear weapons, including launches using such ballistic missile technology. His argument and the argument of other Trump administration officials is that that missile that went 600 miles, an intermediate range missile, was capable of carrying a nuclear warhead.
I don't dispute that. The question is, are you serious? Are you going to go to the UN Security Council after what happened in Iraq 15 years ago, fast forwarding to what's happening in Europe, for example, in questions about what's going on within the Trump administration? You have the European Union saying within the past 48 hours that they consider now this administration a threat. You're going to go to the Security Council and say, we want to take action against Iran? I don't dispute what the administration is saying about a violation. The question is, what are you going to do about it?